Ah, fuck.
I'm gonna need another beer at this rate.
And people just heard that. What's going on, guys? Mr. Mining Saturday Live. Hawk Saturday.
See, we're starting off Saturday great.
Terrible day. I've never knew a CPU mining rig could be this difficult.
Would you stop? Because for the record, nah, hold on a second. Nah, I'm not getting shit for that. I'm defending myself. For the record, okay, it posted an hour and a half after I opened the box. So we were okay. We had an issue with this.
Mining King, do you have a question?
How much Varus have you mined so far?
No. I hate politics.
All right, fellas. Well, how's everyone doing? Hello to everybody in the chat. We have Kirk Solar, the Bees Crypto Mining, Patrick Murphy, Allset Miner, Carl Coate. Good to see you, Chirish. I don't even know how to say that.
CH Irish.
CH Irish. Is that what you do? You pronounce the CH? God, that just screwed me up. I thought it said child at first. I was like, what is that?
Let's call him Chirish.
Chirish. All right, there we go. Dom G, what's up, buddy? Hilo Crypto. Automatic Beats. Good to see you, buddy. Allset Miner, Paddywhack Miner. Everybody else I missed. Hello. Good to see you. All right, so we're here with the Mining King, Geek of all trades, Hawk Crypto, and Mr. Max Voltage. I just want to talk about like the state of crypto this week, I guess. These guys have done no homework and they're just, you know, off the cuff after fresh out of building a CPU mining rig or somewhat of a partial build.
Listen, please. I was getting chewed up, okay, in my live stream chat. All right.
No.
He had Retro Mike in there. He was giving you good tips.
Retro Mike left 3 hours ago. Like he had to go.
Like I did.
He left about 2 hours ago.
He had to go. It's okay. It's look, it got to the post. We loaded Hive OS. It's a success. I'm just saying we tried to get it to move to the NVMe and it's not showing up. And I think it's something that has to do with that brand of hard drive.
Oh boy, it's all right. You'll figure it out. It takes a bit, but CPU mining rigs are a different animal to like tune and stuff. So you guys will figure it out.
Messaged me.
This has nothing to do with it being a CPU mining rig.
First, you know, I mean, the node took you guys 3 days, so I mean, you know, as long as you beat that record, you'd be fine.
That was a fucking nightmare, bro. That was a nightmare.
So wait, hang on a second. For the record, I've done my searches. This is not uncommon to have an NVMe not recognized by Linux. And that's the issue.
All right.
So.
Yeah, in your face.
I'm not going to say anything else. You
gotta pass this time, Hawk. Next time. Though.
Yeah, okay. Pass. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get on with the show, I guess. Mr. Max Voltage, how was your day today, buddy?
Well, it was fine until I started doing his stream.
Yeah. Oh man.
No, it was a good day. It was a good day.
Shots fired.
Thank you.
Chump's like, yeah, I'm not coming live with you, bro. What are you, nuts?
No, I
This is-
was literally balls deep in the brakes on both of my vehicles because one of my calipers seized on with the wife when she was
that
on the way
sucks.
home, and then
That's not good.
I knew I needed brakes on my other truck, but my buddy had to bring them to me because both vehicles were broken down at this point. I couldn't go get them, so it's either I was happy. What is it? What's that movie when he drives the lawnmower? Waterboy. I was either waterboy in it, down the street to go get some car parts, or I was just waiting.
Dude,
for my
that
buddy
would
to
have been
bring 'em, so-
awesome. I would have paid money to see that.
I was close, bro. It was getting to the point where I was a little nervous about getting this thing fixed. I'm like, she's got to go to work, Monday. How the hell are we gonna do this? So, thankfully, he finished his daughter had her birthday party today, and I couldn't even go. I was like, damn it, dude. I'm so sorry, but there's nothing I could do. Like, it is what it is. But, anyways, let's see. Crypto Frank, thanks for the 1999 super chat. He said, NVMe drives fail way too often. Here's a little something towards the old school SSD drive. You guys rock. Hope to meet one day. Sounds good, buddy. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for that.
Thanks, man. Chump, just send me the check.
I'll
Appreciate
mail
it.
it to you. And some
I'm gonna have-
screws for the stands you didn't know how to work. I can't believe you put the thing. You're like just resting it on there. Like it's actually kind of sturdy. I was like, bro, you're like standing
It
on a
was.
piece of paper.
Well, I
It's like-
screwed it.
it's like
Hold on a second. I
putting a
screwed it
PS4
in, and then
paper
it almost
roll.
fell.
Oh my god. I was like, man,
Okay.
I
What,
almost
man?
I clipped
had
it.
my
Hey, look,
Epic
let me ask you
mining
guys a question.
behind
Let me
me
ask
on the
everybody an
table.
honest question. Honest question. Did you guys laugh? Did you have a good laugh?
Oh,
Was it
great.
entertaining?
I clipped it. I'm gonna save
Was
it for
it-
the end of the
was
year.
it-
Are
Okay.
you not entertained?
That's it. That's all that matters. Did you enjoy it? Cool. I'm good.
Oh my
That's it.
god.
At least it's not like Carl Coate, man. God bless him. He was in the chat, but this troll really stuck out to me. He said it's like watching paint dry, and then I had to make it interesting. So,
Perfect. Steven Cicero, thanks for being a member for 13 months, dude. He said, I wish I lived closer. I do my breaks myself too. We could have knocked that out in no time. Yeah, again, it was like, dude, it was just getting the parts. Like,
Yeah.
my buddy had to drive to like 3 different places to get everything we needed. Like, caliper here, rotors there, brake pads here. Like, it was a freaking nightmare. And then the guy had dyslexia or something and gave me the number was supposed to be like 8363, and he gave me 8393. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, we got all the way back to my house. I'm like, oh my god. So we had to go back. It was terrible. Anyways, Geek Vault Trades, how was your day, buddy?
Not too bad. Working on videos all day. Went for a bike ride and talked to King forever about 3D printing.
Nice. Well,
So,
yeah, you just got
fun.
that's a good segue. Mining King, how was your day? I guess you got some 3D printers,
yeah,
huh?
it was good, man. I got the ergo pool up and going.
Damn.
And made some adjustments to the radiant difficulty because I had a complaint from somebody in the community and I wanted to fix that for them.
Was
so
it
I got
Max?
the
Don't lie to me. It's definitely Max. He knows it was him
it
too.
was a community member, all right? Right?
It was not me this time.
yo, don't ever rob a bank, man. I'm
Or is
telling
this
you.
or was this a complaint that you had today, or that
No.
you had another day? A previous day.
It was yesterday. It
was-
was last night.
It was your complaint,
We're all-
It
man.
was your complaint, Max.
Of course it was. God damn it,
So-
It
man.
was not
I
a
think I-
complaint. It was a statement.
It was
Wait a minute. When I have a 7th rig that goes onto your pool, it causes them all to fail. And then you figured out that it was due
I
to the
have to
fact that
figure it
the
out.
difficulty. You said the difficulty too low.
Hey, I had 9 rigs on there, and so to me, it doesn't make sense that if I have 9 and you have 7, why yours are going down.
I know, but mine went boom, boom, boom.
I think
boom,
there's. I
boom,
think
one
what
right
it
after the
sees is
other.
there's too much team green, and it's like, I gotta kick you off. That's what it is. I'm just kidding. I
Possibly.
did that, and then I started 3D printing again today. So I have a printer I bought brand new a while back, and I've just been busy. I was traveling on with Tara and stuff like that, so I finally got it back up and going today.
Nice.
And then I bought 2 more printers today that I got them used, definitely abused. So one was one of the hot points, you know what I mean, of the entire assembly was completely taken apart, and I was like, okay, that's fine. The other one, it worked, but when I got it home and I started like messing around with it, as soon as I touched the hot point assembly, like where it holds like the fans and everything, it just completely just like fell apart. I'm like, okay, so somebody got angry, couldn't figure out how to get it apart, so they just ripped it and broke all the mounting points for the screws, and they just glued it back together.
Well, you know
So-
what happens.
What
So
did
like,
you do?
if you get like a clog, and it continues to build up inside like the head, I guess, right? It'll start to it'll get stuck to everything basically, and they'll like if the guy tried to pry the plastic that was built up inside the head out, he probably broke all that shit that was holding the fans on. Because I've done it.
Maybe. So
That's pretty
they're
terrible,
a little
but-
dirty, right? They're a little used, but I got them. I got them pretty cheap, so I got them for like I think like $100 each. So
Oh, that's not
gotta
bad.
I gotta pay the $25 for the whole hot point assembly, so I'll be into it like $125.
That's not bad at all. Not bad at all. And I mean, you pretty much have a new machine at that point, so that's awesome. Nice, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, sorry, I gotta put this in there. I'm gonna shoot you a new link, Hawk, to a different version of Hive that might work.
Oh, perfect. I was gonna ask him how his day was too. Hawk, how was your day, buddy? Oh, he's not there. Okay, never mind. We'll move on.
Oh.
Oh, what are you talking about? I'm right here. Why am
So
I
Hawk,
far-
I think I found a different version that may work of
Okay.
Hive.
of Hive OS?
Yep.
All right, well, yeah, just send it. I'm gonna order one of those. Rabbit just sent me a bunch of messages. I'm gonna
Don't do that yet. Do this. It may be because the kernel 5.15 may not be completely. That could probably be the problem. If you go back to kernel 5.10, it may work.
All right, yeah, send it to me. So your question, Chump, how was my day? Well,
I'm shocked you heard it. I thought you were just headphones
I heard it.
down.
I can hear everything you guys are saying.
Perfect. Damn. We should, good thing we didn't talk shit, Max.
Well, I hope not on a live stream. But
Besides the
no,
rig,
it was good, man.
how's everything going? How's the kid? How's the wife?
Kid's
how's
good.
the wife?
Kid's good. He is with his mom at her mother's house all night and tomorrow. So I can get a break, catch up on some work, get some sleep, which was pretty nice. That kind of give me like a break, a little bit of a break.
By work and
But he's-
sleep, you mean play video games with us all night until you
100% getting into
All right.
Diablo tonight. I am catching up. I'm tired of hearing DJ bitch about how I'm not done with the game yet. I'm gonna play. We're
Perfect.
gonna get it done.
That's all we
I
need.
want to play.
Man,
gonna
we're
sleep
doing
in a
like
little.
the epic like nightmare dungeons where you like use the sigil and it's like goes like 17 levels above your level. I was playing that with DJ and freaking
God.
second TL the other night.
I'm
At
out.
first, like I
Crazy.
started getting a couple pieces of gear right, but at first, dude, it was like I walk into the room and I just like fall down dead. That's just like you walk in dead. Walk in. I was just like, all right, you guys just like kill it. Let me get some experience. Let me pick up everything off the floor.
Terrible. Terrible. Let's see. I'm gonna quit YouTube and go full-time Diablo, said Red Panda. I doubt it, Panda. Liar.
He's hardly even been on there. He's
I
not.
know.
He's
He doesn't
not
even play.
quitting, dude.
God damn it.
I got it, Max. Thank you.
All right, let's I guess let's start talking about this stuff this week. So I mean, as you guys know, Coinbase, Binance both got sued, right? Coinbase was a day after Binance, and
Right.
it's really just like, what's next? Like, what are they gonna hit us with next? It's getting to be absurd at this point, right? And I mean, I get like, I don't know. So Binance probably has it worse because they actually labeled CZ inside the suit of suing, right? They didn't actually label Brian Armstrong. They just Coinbase in general, right? So I don't know. It's very interesting, but the way they went about suing Binance, I think they sued US Binance.us, and that actually, because they didn't separate the two businesses, they're allowed to pull all the information from Binance itself. So it's going to be a complete shitstorm. But I don't know. What do you guys think about this? I mean, Max, do you have any take on this whole thing?
I honestly, as I said when the whole FTX thing went down, Binance had some responsibility there.
Hmm.
They knew what they were doing. They were getting
Oh, for
rid
sure.
of a competitor. Now, did they do us all a favor by getting rid of them sooner rather than later? Yes, they did.
Mhm.
But that wasn't their motivation. Their motivation was, I have an opportunity. Let's just get rid of them now.
Mhm.
So I honestly think Binance is sketchy as hell. Not saying that anybody should be worried about their crypto on there. I'm just saying that they're not operating by the book. They're not separating their and basically I believe what they are being accused of is in fact true. Coinbase, on the other hand, I think that's just a complete, they don't like the fact that Coinbase is poking the bear, that they're basically fighting back.
Right.
And they're like, well, okay, well, that's fine. Then the claws are coming out.
Right.
So that one is that suit I find very entertaining because I think Coinbase can come out on top of that. Binance, I'm not so sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going to happen, to be honest. I think it's going to be a total just nightmare in general honestly for both of them. But I mean, we've seen with XRP, the suits go forever. So like this thing can be dragged on. I mean, XRP, how long have they been in court? 3 years? 3+ years? I don't even know. It's unreal.
They haven't settled. A lot of these
Right.
crypto projects and stuff that get sued and go to court, they just settle and move on. Like
Like Kraken did, like 30 million or some shit, right? They're just
Yeah,
like,
because
all
they don't
right.
want to get buried in legal fees.
Right. It's gonna cost you more to fight it. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's wild to me, to be honest. Let's see. Brian Armstrong's interview with the New York Times today was really quite good. Said they have no intention of leaving the USA. Oh wow, that's cool. Overboard Tech. I didn't know that.
Good.
Damn, I didn't watch anything to do with crypto today. What do you guys think about it? Mining King or Geek of All Trades? You guys have any thoughts of this stuff?
I'm happy that Coinbase isn't just going to bend the knee and give in. You know, that's like, what is it? They're at like 70 cryptos now that the SEC is considering securities, even though they said all of them were fine. You know what? Earlier this year or last year sometime
when they registered, like
yeah. Now they're and not even just Coinbase, just the projects in general. I mean, Polygon. How is Polygon a freaking security? Like, it's library. They called library security, didn't they? And that's a freaking proof of work coin. How is that a security? I don't get it.
Weird.
I don't get it either. And especially when you have CFTC, Commodities and Futures
Trade Commission,
Trading Commission. They don't even agree within the government as to what is a security and not a security.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, they were like fighting each other at the House meeting, right? Is that what you're talking about?
So now here's the thing. This is actually where, Congress can actually do their job and create the law.
No, that ain't.
I'm not saying they're going to. I'm saying that this is actually their job. Provide clarity where you're given too much free reign to branches, not even branches, departments of government. Define it for them so that they can't do it themselves.
Right. No, I totally agree. Absolutely. I mean, why? At this point, it's like, what the hell else do you do? Like, they got to do something. Like, it's a shitstorm. Let's be real. It honestly is. I'm just trying to see if you guys have anything in the chat. Please feel free to at me or just chime in, I guess, if you guys want, and I'll try to read it out.
This is the political talk. Where's Hawk right now? I need a good Hawk rant.
But you want me to chime in?
Yeah. What do you think, buddy?
Yeah, dude. You haven't even said it.
Okay. Yeah. King is initiating this.
Let
the record reflect, Your Honor. Okay?
They're already talking about politics. Come on, man.
No, listen. Actually, I was talking to hobbyists about this today. We did a video. Look, man. When it comes down to it, honestly, it comes down to it's a generational problem. We talked about that, and it's also a control problem, and that's really what it is. You know what I mean? The majority of people, and I've said this 100 times, the majority of people who have crypto, man, are law-abiding citizens who will pay their taxes, who will do the right thing. And honestly, it's just another argument for people to fight, man. It's just, I'm telling you, when AI comes into like big, man, crypto is going to take the back burner. And I know we were talking a little bit about, CBDCs and stuff today as well, and I don't know, man. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what happens, but they can't. When I was talking to TCTC, Mr. Trillion Dollar Capital Toronto Corporation, when I was talking to him, he made a good point when he came on on the live stream on Terra. I think it was a Terra Hash Tuesday he came on, and he said that the SEC is actually not necessarily doing a bad thing at this point with Binance and everything else. And I said, well, what do you mean? He goes, well, think about it. They have evidence that they're running amok and they're losing people's money and they're doing reckless things. You want them to do this. I mean, this is what they're supposed to do, right? The problem is that on top of doing what they're supposed to do, they're also maybe abusing a little bit of that power as well. You know, they can. It's like the rules in the game says you can only go 9 feet. You know what I mean? But they're going 10, 11. They're pushing it a little bit to see if the ref is looking or not. Like that's what the SEC is doing. And the more and more that these exchanges keep effing up and keep getting caught doing this shady stuff, it's gonna give them more of a reason to come down hard with regulation. Regulation's gonna happen. I don't care what anybody says. It's gonna happen.
Right.
150%. I think it should happen because I'll be honest with you, this whole bullshit meme coin, you know, freaking, you can create a coin, have it pump, dump it, and people losing millions and millions of dollars, and you know that shouldn't be allowed. I'll get shit for that. I don't care. That should not be allowed. People are losing tons of money. You should have rules before you release a cryptocurrency, and that's the argument too. Like the SEC should create rules, but it should stop at the exchange level. Right. It should not come to the custodial level. That's the fear moving forward.
How do you
got to be done right.
How do you feel about the SEC wanting to go after decentralized exchanges then? You say stop it at the exchange level. Right. What about these exchanges that are decentralized? The
KYC is going to be here to stay, man. It's not. More and more people are going to go into KYC. They're going to want to get off the radar. DeFi, I honestly, I don't know. I don't even know how they would attack that. Do they even have the resources to kind of even monitor that kind of stuff is even beyond me. You know what I mean? And the way the fighting is going in our government, at least here in the United States, it'll be 10, 15 years maybe before we even see any real rules come down. I don't even think we'll see it towards the next administration. Now, I mean, it depends if certain candidates get in office that are pro-crypto or pro-Bitcoin or whatever. I really don't even think we'll see regulation for at least another 5 years. I think what's going to happen is the SEC is going to continue to play bully. Eventually, there's going to be some case law that's going to come down, and that's what these lawsuits are about, right? That's what this is for. Coinbase is suing the SEC because they said, "Hey, we asked for clarity. You're not giving us clarity. We're taking you to court." Now the SEC is now suing Coinbase, and it's just all these. By the time all these bullshit lawsuits go through, dude, it's 5-6 years down the road before you get clarity. Look at XRP. I heard you say XRP. Almost 3 years running.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like they're gonna win, but the 3 years and XRP will be the first. If XRP wins that case, it's gonna be the first stepping stone to regulation in the United States. 100%.
Oh, for sure.
150%.
No, I agree.
The next step for regulation is going to come out if this Binance thing ends up being worse than FTX or around as far as a status, then it's gonna just keep pushing it forward. See, this is what sucks. I understand people are in it for the money. I'll just end this here. I don't want to rant too long. I know people are in this for the money. What they don't understand is short term, you become rich, you can do what you want and all that good stuff when you own these exchanges. Long term, you are hurting this industry. You are hurting the innovation. You're hurting it's just hurting it. Like it's selfish in my opinion. When these exchanges get caught doing what they're doing, it's selfish.
Right.
You're going against everything that you believed in when you first got into crypto. Okay,
right.
I'm done now.
No, I agree. It's just, I don't know. I just want people to be, safe in the whole situation. It kind of sucks that we saw our FTX happen, and I'm hoping nothing like that is happening with Binance. I mean, I guess obviously they're going to dig into it and find out one way or the other, but
huge blow if that happens. Huge blow.
Oh yeah.
Hey, you thought FTX was bad? If Binance gets caught doing the same shit, holy cow, bro! The on ramps, we're going to lose 100 on ramps overnight. Off ramps, excuse me, off ramps. We're going to lose 100 off ramps overnight.
Well, that's a good segue, actually. Ron Watkins asked in the chat. He said, are there any other off-ramps for BTC other than Binance and Coinbase? Now, I know Kraken's one, right? I don't know. Hold on. There was another one that was mentioned here in the chat. Where is it? Let me see. Hold on. If you guys know any, please shout them out. Oh, Gemini. Gemini was the other one. I've never used Gemini personally. So do you guys use anything other than Binance or Coinbase or any of those two?
Crypto.com. That's one of them.
Is that an off-ramp? Can you get like to your checking
I'm
account?
pretty sure, yeah. Well, if not,
I would assume.
you can get a crypto.com card and just use that to spend.
That's true.
Like
too.
convert it over to USDC, or I think they even do an auto conversion of crypto. Like if you don't have USDC in your account, they'll convert it over so that you can spend on the card at whatever the value is of whatever crypto you hold at that time.
Right.
So
Oh, that's
same kind of thing. Yeah.
Oh, someone said KuCoin.
KuCoin.
No, KuCoin you can't.
No off.
Not in the US.
Not in the US. Not in the US.
Not in the
Oh,
US.
that's
Correct.
Listen, they're scaring these exchanges are doing this willingly. They're scaring them into this.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like it's man, it's just wrong, bro. It's wrong. It just doesn't have the effect that we need it to have. It's gonna scare people away from it, and it's gonna. You know how hard it is. It's gonna be to exchange your crypto. If Binance goes down, people don't understand how intertwined. But I mean, we understand, but in general, you really don't understand how much Binance is like just so intermingled with all these other exchanges and what they do. And
Right.
it's insane. It's actually not decentralized at all. The way how intermingled that they are with all these things. Because if they go down, 100 more are going to follow.
Right. Yeah. No.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
So-
Absolutely. It's I don't know. I'm wondering what's next. Like, what is the next thing that they're gonna give, crypto in general as a whole shit about? You know what I mean? Like, if it's not the securities things, it's gonna be something else. You know what I mean? Say they don't go anywhere with the security thing. It's gonna be something else. It's just
That's gonna be the next fight, I think.
I think
security argument.
Well, the whole like lawsuit stuff, right? It's probably coming out to what is it? The Fed Now thing is coming out next month or something?
So yeah, it's supposed to be an expedited payment system using similar technology. It's not. I don't have a lot of information on it, but it's
Right.
A lot of people are speculating, and it's purely speculation. There's no evidence of this, that it's going to be the stepping stone to a CBDC.
Right. Yeah, I
Yeah.
totally agree.
Yeah, probably will be. As I understand it, it's going to be the only way that you can interact with the government for financial, transactions, getting and paying taxes,
Right.
getting like food stamps or any of those like TANF kind of programs and stuff.
Mhm.
It's
Right.
all going to be funneled through Fed Now.
Which is kind of look. Our adversaries, I think that's the politically correct word, Max, for people that we don't like. So, and I mean, as a country, whatever they do, we should do the opposite. Okay? They ban Bitcoin, we should embrace it. Because that's controlling a whole industry. Could you imagine how big the United States economy would be right now if the government embraced cryptocurrency and we diversified our money?
Yeah, but on that term, so look, China banned Bitcoin, right?
And
And
then
US
mining, yes, Bitcoin
So,
mining.
hang on a second. And the U.S. effectively is trying to do the same thing. And since China has been figuring out that this is what's going on, they're like, oh, well, we'll just do a little switcheroo and just say
Right.
Hong Kong. Now Hong Kong's becoming a bed for Bitcoin, for crypto,
It's insane.
because they're doing exactly what you just said. The U.S. is doing one thing. Well, that's okay. We'll just make Hong Kong the bed. There's still China. We'll still benefit from it. Yeah, they're doing exactly that after they did the exact opposite.
Russia's doing it too.
Russia too, and
Russia
Russia
doesn't have any
banned it.
choices.
Russia banned it, like outright banned it at their central bank. I remember reading an article on it earlier last year. Banned it, and now it's okay now.
Because they don't have a choice.
Well,
Aren't they mining it?
Right,
Aren't they,
but they
like as a government, aren't they mining
I
it?
think they are.
Yes,
mining it.
Yeah.
yes, they
Their
are.
ruble isn't worth anything.
They're
Yeah,
using.
they need the money.
They're using
Yeah.
it to bypass sanctions, obviously, and they're using it to because they have an abundance of energy. Russia's got so much damn energy. They don't even know what to do with it. The United States, we have so much infrastructure here in the United States. We could annihilate the mining operations. We can improve our power grids when it comes to our power grid. I don't care what anybody says. I guarantee you, if I pull the numbers, mining, crypto mining itself, okay, and particularly BTC probably because they invest more. BTC miners invest more in infrastructure. Let's just be honest. I bet you that the BTC miners or crypto miners in general in the United States have done more repair work to our power grid than we've done before that for the last 40 years.
Oh, I bet.
100%.
Actually. Yeah, for sure.
100%. 100%. Our grid was untouched since World War II.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody gives a shit.
Right. That's crazy.
Do you know I'm sorry, Chump. Do you know how vulnerable our power grid is? We waste we waste so much energy a year. I think the United States waste. I think it's like 2 or 3 terawatts or something like that a year. Just waste. It just goes in waste. It gets lost in transmission and all that kind of. I did a video on this. It gets lost.
That's crazy.
We can harness that. We can protect our grid. We can upgrade it. The miner and the companies are paying for it.
Right.
It's not even coming out of government's pocket.
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, it's yeah. No, it makes sense.
It's frustrating because it's such a positive industry.
The amount of Bitcoin mining in the United States is 38% as of January of last year. I don't know if it's exactly that now.
Oh, hell no.
But January of last year. So between
prices.
Red Panda and Rapid Mining, which is all of Canada, of course, that's 6.48%.
Hey, Max, I love you, but can you turn the gain down a little bit on your mic? Freaking loud as hell.
Yeah.
Love you, buddy. Thank you. Tane's made a good point, actually, real quick. He said XRP is getting hit by the government because it's a direct competitor with FedNow.
Never 100%. XRP connects all the... what XRP wants to do is exactly
what FedNow wants.
Right. But XRP was first.
I know.
They copied it, and they're trying to sue it out of existence.
Exactly.
That's what they're trying to do.
Right? Yeah, I didn't even think of that.
It connects all the world's banks. It's essentially the blockchain version of SWIFT. Am I correct in that, Max? What XRP wants to do, give or take?
I'm not that familiar with Swift, actually.
Yeah, me neither.
Well, Swift is the you guys see it when you do wire transfers. Swift is the and chat, please correct me because I'm paraphrasing here. Swift is the method in which banks across the world can wire and all that other stuff. I believe it's Swift, but the banks want XRP, bacon, eggs, and hash. Excuse me. I agree with you. They want XRP. Bank of America has already signed on to it. A lot of other banks are moving towards it, smaller banks.
Yep.
I mean, of course they do. They save tons of money.
Right.
Why not? So it's supposed to be the blockchain version of Swift. It's supposed to be faster. It's supposed to be safer. And yeah.
Crazy.
But it's decentralized, so it can't be controlled.
I don't think XRP is decentralized.
XRP is not decentralized.
It's not. Right. And let's just be honest. It's crypto. It's blockchain. It's not decentralized. XRP will never be. It can't be decentralized for its purpose.
Yeah.
Because its purpose is to connect all the world banks. It can't. By definition, it cannot be decentralized. The crypto itself may be, but no, you can't. Now you can't even say that. So no,
because it's held by Ripple. Yeah.
Right. No,
it is centralized. Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
It's completely centralized.
Crypto Frank in the chat, when we were on the topic of everything going on, he said, remember, this is only the USA, not the entire world. He said it may not have as much of an effect as you think. It might hurt the crypto market, but it's not a game killer for, the whole Binance and Coinbase thing, I assume. Then Carl Code said, crypto is a threat to the US dollar. Hashtag enough said. Yeah, absolutely. I agree. Thank you for the $1.99 super chat. Appreciate it. Let's see.
There was something I was reading earlier that Binance got kicked out of Nigeria, or the Nigerian SEC equivalent just canceled Binance for that entire country. So I feel like we're going to start seeing that as a precedence going across, especially if the US goes forward with this.
They're only doing it to appeal to the Western powers. The
other Western, you may be right there. Yeah.
Countries that are not westernized or are trying to become westernized by entering maybe NATO or United Nations and all that other stuff, they're gonna follow suit because they want the aid money. That's what they want. They want government aid. Do you know how much money the United States government gives just to countries every year just to give it to them? I mean, yeah, there are drops in the bucket in comparison to everything else, but when you can cure world hunger for $6 billion and you're writing checks to countries that do nothing for us for $100 billion, we got problems here. This is where crypto is coming in. This is why cryptocurrency was created. Right? This is why BTC was created. It was created because They're tired of the control over the money. Sorry, just getting in tangents.
No,
here.
you're good.
Shit pisses
If
me
you
off.
guys have any questions in the chat, please feel free to just either add us or ask away, and I'll grab it if I can. Max, did you have anything you wanted to like talk about tonight besides this whole, I guess, political stuff? I guess it's kind of politics, but
Not really
not.
political though.
I
This
know.
is the SEC coming after exchanges. This
Right.
this is what's happening in the industry. It's not. It's kind of political, but not really.
No,
in my
I
mind.
know. I mean, it's necessary for us to talk about because it's important to all of us, right? Like we're
Yeah.
into crypto. It's one of those things. It's not like we're talking about, whatever,
Listen.
presidents and shit, whatever.
Listen, the truth is, politics is going to determine the future of this business. Okay. And if you're like people like me and King, and we have a hosting company, we have, a lot of money invested, and you guys have bought all this equipment, you need to care about this moving forward. You can't, the days of going, and King, I'm not aiming this at you. I'm just saying this in general. The
You're
days of
100%
going.
aiming
No,
this
I'm
at
really
me.
not. I'm not. I'm
When
really
you
not.
say I'm not aiming this at you,
I'm not.
you're
I'm not.
100%
I'm not.
because I've been quiet this whole conversation.
I'm not. What I'm trying to say is the days of going, hey man, I don't care about politics. I just want to mine crypto and enjoy myself are over, because if you don't care, your politics that you don't care about are going to come in and make it illegal, and they're going to tax you to death.
Yep.
Or they're going to raise your electrical rates. If they find out you're crypto mining in your house, they can come in and add a tax for that because of all this BS. This is where now, as content creators, we have to stand up. We have to educate. Okay, not direct. I'm not saying we got to go tell people what to do. You just got to educate. That's it. Let people make the decisions for themselves. This is our time to educate. This is a critical period in our country for our industry. Because if it goes this way for another administration, we're in trouble. What do you guys
Magic
say?
Lucky says in the chat, he says, no offense, King, get ready to be offended. It's just so funny because it's so true. Every time Hawk says this is an aim to you, it's 100% aimed to you. Oh,
Should have
man.
started off with
I'm
that.
just being real.
Yeah. Anyways,
The only thing I want to know is why didn't we all wear our hoodies today?
what hoodies? What are you doing? What are you talking about?
The Unibobber died today.
How do you know?
I didn't
How do
even
I know? Because I have the World Encyclopedia sitting right next to me.
Nobody knows who the Unabomber was. They have an idea who he was.
Ted
Yeah.
Bundy? No,
fuck it.
Ted
Ted
Kaczynski.
Bundy.
Sorry, the wrong Ted.
Did you say Ted Bundy?
I said
Yeah,
Ted
the
Bundy.
Kick
was
him
Ted
off the
Kaczynski.
live stream, please.
I knew his name was Ted.
You,
On a first name basis.
you forgot to eat your Raisin Bran this morning. That's what happened. Oh my god. Wrong Ted. All right, let's
Wrong
see.
Ted.
Is there anything in the chat? Let me see if we got anything. Actually, for Geek of all trades, who's winning between you and Hawk with the Hive Mapper sales? Who's up?
I think Hawk's still up.
Oh god damn it. Well,
In all
You gotta
fairness,
catch up, bro.
I was doing it before he was, so it's not like we started the start line the same time.
Yeah,
He's got a lot of. What are you up to? 14?
14 or 15, something like that.
I was
All
at
right,
like
all right.
21.
All right, Goat. I don't have a link. You could just give me yours, and I'll just put it in my videos when I do Hive Mapper.
Go 10 to save 10%.
The Hawk sounds better.
well, they yeah, so I guess getting on the whole talk of that, the Hive Mapper stuff. Do you guys did everybody here update theirs? I haven't updated mine yet. I haven't even looked at it.
Yeah,
It's
I
just
have.
yeah,
I just
my-
haven't used it.
yeah, it's good, man. It's you don't have to sit there and have your phone paired and stuff like that. I love that, man.
Well, that one's fine, but the latest update has been problematic.
well, all
Like
right,
you-
so
Really?
catching the images, does it take you a shitload of time to upload them now still? Like I know Geek of all trades was saying a couple weeks ago, it was like
Oh,
took him
yeah.
like 2 hours in his truck.
And you know what? It feels like it's on a time limit, like it's a ticking time bomb. Because last week, I put the one that that I won for that competition. I put it in my wife's truck because she drives, damn near to Atlanta and back every day.
Oh geez.
And I wait till the end of the week, and I just like sit out there and I scroll on TikTok while I'm getting the images for like damn near an hour, and then I put it on and let it, upload overnight. Well, I did that on Friday, but I didn't get to upload them until Sunday, and that's when it started deleting the images. So like I would go to upload, and instead of like the number on the cloud would stay the same where it shows how many you upload in a day, but the number in the middle was just dropping, just like scrolling down, and nothing was uploading. So I feel like if you don't upload it in a certain amount of time, they're gone. They're worthless to him.
That's weird, huh?
Yeah.
Huh. So all you had to do is upgrade this thing. You don't have to plug it into the computer or anything. You just update it through the app on your phone, and it's good.
Yeah.
That's so weird to me how it holds the pictures. I don't get it. There's no like SD card in it, like nothing. You
Got
just
enough onboard storage.
Onboard storage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so weird. I
They
thought
need
it was
to
gonna
do it
be
every-
like a
They really
don't-
need to make a docking station. I feel like if I'm able to go out there, pull it out of the car, put it on the dock, and just go about my day, I don't have to sit there and download anything. I don't have to keep it attached while I'm driving. It's just, I don't know.
So what I've basically have done I know with your wife, you just kind of want to make it easy for her. She just has it on and go and whatever. If you have it in your car, what I generally do is I'll go into the app, I'll pair it, and make sure that it's connected, and then get out of it and do whatever else I'm going to do on my phone on the way to work and the way home from work. And that way I make sure I'm keeping up with it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think what I'm going to have to start doing is every couple of days, instead of waiting to the end of the week or waiting to the weekend to go do it, is just like, after dinner, run out there and sit in the truck for a little bit. Or I've just been leaving my phone out there. Like I left it in my car, or earlier when I got back on my bike, I just left it on my bike and went, I left the bike running and went out and did other things around the house and went back and grabbed it. And that way I'm just not just sitting there waiting for it to do.
That's a pain in the ass, though, to be honest. I wish there was like a flash drive we could just like, or an SD card, a micro SD that you could just like pop in the side of it, take it out, put it in your computer. Like it'd be problem solved.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That'd be so awesome. But
yeah, it'd be a little better. I feel like if they have a portal that you can do that with, or even, like I said, a docking station, you put it on there and it automatically uploads. Or even if you could set it to recognize the Wi-Fi in the house and then automatically upload to the cloud. But you need the app to do that with your wallet attached to it and all that kind of junk.
right.
Yeah, it kind of sucks because I haven't really drove my car in like 2 weeks because we've been taking the SUV with the baby everywhere we go. And Kristen, she left and drove around, ran some errands today while I was, working from home. I can't leave the Hive mapper in her car. You know what I mean?
Your
Like,
phone, right?
yeah, because you need to. I think that's I don't know, just in my opinion.
So you're not using the beta then? You're not using OS 2.
I haven't even.
Yeah.
Haven't even touched it because I can't. I haven't been able to do anything with it. We've been home ever since we had Jet.
I'm using it, and I'm like every 2 days, I just like, you know what I mean? I just go out there while I'm driving around, let it sync up, and then when I come home, I just kick it onto my Wi-Fi. But then again, I don't drive as much as most people, so
Yeah, I don't know.
I might drive like 10 or 20 miles in a day if I'm lucky. So
I've been
I drive
working
pretty
from home, so I haven't even turned it on, and since he's been born, probably over a month now.
Yeah, I'm a cellar dweller, so I totally get it.
But
Makes sense.
I have improved
Cellar
rewards though, so which is sick though for the Phoenix area. I like
Yeah,
that.
they need that done, man. Just right around, get that extra coin.
So that was cool.
Yeah, get out there, King. God.
Yeah. See ya.
Just jump on the bike,
Still-
man.
Okay, it still does not pay as much as the gas. So
I know.
So like when I went out today, I had to go do my emissions for my car, right? Of course I had it on, and then when I went to go pick up the other two printers out in El Mirage, that was kind of a drive, so mapped it out all the way there.
You should put it on your bike.
I don't have a mount for it.
Well, you got the
Yeah,
guy right
send me
there.
one,
Make
yeah.
one for
He
you.
can
I'll
just
send
send
you
you
a
the
link.
STL file, and now you can print it yourself. Look at that.
Oh,
Yeah.
or Chump
man,
can
you're
send- Chump can send you.
What I insinuated was I need you to print it for me.
That's
Perfect. Let's see. There was a question in the chat. Nisbo
Oh.
Miner asked if I got my server going. No, but I did the networking side of stuff today. So
Oh,
I have
network.
to.
Wait, hang on.
Well, not
You got a
networking,
router?
but no, I just plugged in my shit. All right, I plugged in the patch panel. I got all
Look
that
at the
shit up and
disappointment on
working.
Max's face.
Um,
That's
You have a
fantastic.
I got
patch
all
panel,
excited.
but you don't
I
have
was
a
going to be
router
like,
yet?
mark this date in history.
Hell no.
No.
I'm not running
Come on.
nodes, especially after Flux.
What do you
update,
need a
actually. Let's
patch
talk
panel
about
for
that.
if you don't have switches and a router?
Well, to make it look nice. Because,
Here we
all right,
go.
so the way my
See?
network
He is like me.
switch is paneled, or it's going to be mounted to the network rack, right? It's having the wires going from the front to wherever they're going would look like total shit. So I have them going to the patch panel, and then in the back side I could plug in and run it to wherever I gotta go.
Just going into the AT&T, little all-in-one router there.
FiOS dickhead. And it's nice.
Sorry,
Okay?
FiOS.
Just
I
saying.
apologize.
I actually,
Much
dude,
better.
honestly, my stuff's awesome. It works great. I love it, except for like the node stuff. Yeah, but nodes suck, and I'm not gonna allow that shit on my network with the new update. So actually, do you guys know anything about that? The whole new update? Because Yeti was kind of making us think
I
about
know,
it.
I know the rumors, but yes.
I read what was going on in the chat. When you said it last night,
Yeah,
I read it.
Give it to me. What happened? Because I didn't read it yet, but I know Yeti was like upset
I think it's
about
being
it.
a little blown out of proportion,
Yeah.
but I understand. Once again, this is like the ledger thing, right? Okay.
Yep.
There's two sides to the story.
So what are they
Ledger.
doing though? Like what are they doing?
They want to open up more ports for the nodes.
So what does that do for what?
They want to open more ports for whatever they're going to use them for, which they already have a pretty big range, right? For the node. So the node itself needs to have, just like, we'll just say it's just like your first node, it has to have 16120 and then to 16130, right? Because you go in through the 16126, right, to be able to see it on the dashboard,
Right.
and all that stuff, right? Those are just for the node ports. Then you have the 30,000 to 39,999, which are for all the apps or dApps or whatever that are on the Flux network. So I'm just like, that's like 10,000 ports.
Oh fuck.
I guess I'm lost as like why you need more. Like at this point, if you open up more, it's almost to the point where it's just going to be in a DMZ.
Right.
That's what you're gonna have to do. Is just shove it in a DMZ, kind of, because I'm.
Can you explain
kinda
The
that a
opposite
little
of
bit?
port
just for
forwarding, we're going to
people?
be like, what ports are we closing?
So
Yeah.
just,
Right.
just
Everything else will
explain
be
like
open.
DMZ
Yeah.
a little bit, King, like for people that don't understand what that means, and just you know what I mean.
Okay, so DMZ is pretty much just like, let's say you had like your little Raspberry Pi or your server or computer or whatever you want to put on your network. You put it in DMZ. You're sticking it out to the outside world and saying all the ports are open. Anybody can have free access to this device. That's essentially what you're doing.
Yeah, the idea behind it
Demilitarized
is,
zone.
think of
That's
it,
what I
yeah,
thought.
demilitarized zone means there's no military, no security.
No order.
Yeah, no security.
Now what
put
they
that
said
outside your
was though
firewall.
is the firewall that the only firewall that they're using is going to be the one in Linux, right? Which is not great. So that's essentially what they plan to do. Is they use the firewall in Linux to open and block particular ports. I guess I guess I'm curious as why they need more, right? Like, why do you need more than 10,000?
And they didn't give any type of answer in there at all.
So officially it hasn't been released. There's no official. It hasn't officially been passed down yet. So
Okay.
that's why it was. I think it was a pull. It was a GitHub pull, so it's not officially been implemented yet, from my understanding. But there was conversations between Yeti and I believe it's Volter from the Flux team. It's in the general Flux node discussion section,
Yeah.
I believe is where the discussion was.
Gotcha.
But he brings up some good points though. Like, it's, if you put things in DMZ, that's essentially leaving like a hub. Essentially, think of it as like a router almost, a way for people to connect to your network, right? That has no rules on it, essentially.
I feel like that's bad.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
the
sounds
only
good.
that's very bad.
It's just like
I mean,
I
I
don't
have
know.
a question though. Ping.
The only
Sorry. Go ahead,
let me
go ahead.
finish before you hawk me, okay?
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
There
All
is
right.
a little bit of software firewalling through Linux, because you
Okay.
can, like, when I run my pool, right, I have to use the commands in Linux to open the ports so that way people can mine to my pool. So they are doing it that way. They're doing software defined firewall rules.
Okay. So Chirish, I'm sorry, I feel like I'm butchering that every time I say it. Honestly, I don't even care. He said I gave them their own VLAN. If they get hacked, I'll just wipe them. I consider it the network Flux is renting from me.
Hmm.
So King, can you explain that a little bit? Like the whole VLAN thing, right? I'm not a network guy, so what's that? What does that mean? I guess.
This is his favorite topic.
Tonight.
His favorite topic.
I know.
Yeah, favorite topic.
We have to make him happy.
So
You pissed him off the last 3 weeks, Hawk. All right, sorry. Go ahead.
It depends. So yeah, it depends on. Look, every company does VLANs differently. MikroTik actually, their VLANs naturally talk to each other unless you specify in the firewall that they will not communicate. And even if you put them on their own VLAN, most VLANs you could still get to the gateway. So they could still brute force their way into your router. So they will still see your gateway. So if they get in there into the VLAN, then they could still do a brute force attack to your router because every VLAN has to have a gateway.
All right, so like I'm 5. What's a VLAN? Like how does it
Okay, so just think
it,
about it this way. All right, here, we'll just use my phones, right?
Mhm.
Okay. These are just 2 different phones. Okay, this is my
your
old phone
and the whole phone.
It's the old phone that just Wi-Fi that has like I keep my Google Authenticator just in case it screws up. And this is my current phone that's actually on like T-Mobile. All right. So let's say that this is on 10.10.1.1, right? That's the subnet it's on. Okay. This phone is on 10.10.2.1. So technically, these phones will never know that they coexist because they're on 2 separate networks.
So how do you do that? Like, do you do that inside your router internally? Like, how does that?
Yes, you would need a router.
Hey, I have one. It's just provided.
Yes. So most ISP like basic routers will not do that. You will have to get something more advanced to do advanced configurations, like doing static routes, doing route policies, doing custom firewall rules. There's some really cool features. And I maybe might touch on. I might be doing a couple videos coming up with MikroTik because they do have some cool stuff. Like they have this stuff called IP knock. So like if you want to like remote into the network from the outside world, you have to knock on a specific number of ports that you say, and those ports can be any numbers. And if they get any amount of them wrong, they get banned. They get blacklisted. So I thought that was a really cool feature from MikroTik.
It's like another multi-factor authentication, basically. Yeah. Without a 2FA method.
I know that they also have another brute force one, but I haven't researched that one as much yet.
Yeah, I got to do some like networking research because I don't understand it fully how to do all that stuff. I'm just like, yeah, you set this up for me, man. Yeah. Make sure I'm safe, please.
I'm gonna get fully certified in MikroTiks eventually, and Goat made the point that I should train people in MikroTik. So when I become a trainer, I'll train. You'll be the first people.
You know what? You could sell like you know how people do like courses and stuff. Like, what if you sold like a section of your time or like taught people how to do VMs or things like that? Because I know like, I mean, dude, that'd be so useful. Because like I don't understand half of it. Like I'm asking you guys anyways, how the hell do I do this shit? Or like you know what I mean? It's I don't know.
Patrick put me onto something like that. That's like called Field Nation. I don't know if Goat's ever heard of that. It's for IT work, right? But it's like contracted stuff. It's a website, right? You can pick up gigs doing like low voltage and like servers and networking.
Yeah.
So I have never held a professional job in the IT world. So I worry that I don't feel that I do though. I don't feel like.
But I mean, you have the basic understanding of most of it. So like you could just always expand on your knowledge. Like if you worked somewhere, you know, that wouldn't hurt. I mean, because you'd sit there and try to figure out this part of it if you already knew the beginning stages, right? I mean, you friggin' do it all the time. You're like always learning something new. Every week you have something new that you're learning. To be honest, it's like I don't even know how the hell you do it. I don't know. My brain's gone after high school. Like learning new shit, totally super hard, right? It's like learning a new language for me when it comes to going from plumbing to this crap. I'm like throwing networking in nodes. Like, God, please put me to sleep. I'm like, I just can't do it.
But yeah, there is some concern for the networking for the nodes because they're requesting more ports to be open. So I can understand the argument. I would just want to know why you need to open more or specific ports, right? Like what's the reasoning behind it?
Retro Mike, I can confirm King's not a certified
IT
professional.
See?
Yeah, but listen, at least he asked you, right? Retro Mike. So Retro Mike's a huge part of the reason King was able to get these mining pools up. I know he had some difficulty and Retro Mike saved him.
Okay, so now the Ergo one,
you did
solo
yourself.
right here.
Right.
That, all me right there, right? So I'm the kind of person that you could show me how to do something like once or twice, and I'll pick up on it and I'll figure it out on my own.
Not me.
It's awesome.
How long did we spend on that? I still got to go back on that.
4 hours. And by
hey,
the way,
it's not finished
Sunflower
yet.
Mama called it. There's a tweet.
I know.
At 4
I saw
hours.
I saw it. I don't know. Don't remind. Listen, it posted within an hour and
It's
like
not
20
finished
minutes.
though yet. I mean,
it posted. That's what's important.
Unless your goal is to be 50% all the time, then I mean,
No, we just gotta get the drive to work. I'm gonna try it.
What
Again.
was the title of the video?
Help?
Is that really what it was?
CPU mining live build or something? Help or something like that? I put in there.
See, that was what the problem. If you just said it was a computer build,
First CPU mining build live. Help.
but you
I
said
mean,
you had to
it
say
fit
CPU
it.
mining build.
Yeah, first
what's
Meaning
the
that
other
it
word?
wasn't complete until it was mining it was mining CPU.
Hey, listen, it's gonna mine. Okay, we're trying to work the drive. I could have set it to mine.
Hashtag fail. Anyways, let's see. King, $25 and you can get one from India. What?
I don't know. I asked like $25 for what?
A certification.
Oh, yeah, probably
No,
some sort of bootleg.
Oh,
No, you'll get a real test. You'll get a test that you can pass with your eyes closed. But yeah.
So the guy that I'm actually, so the gentleman who's building our network for us, right, is a MicroTik certified trainer, as well as he actually builds like ISPs and stuff like that out in California and locally in Arizona. So he's actually used the MicroTiks for smaller IPs as big as 5,000 to 6,000 people, and they all use MicroTik. So everybody who has doubts, he's just telling me, he's like, no, dude. He's like, you got a beast here. You just don't know it yet. So, and also they can withstand high temperatures because he has like wireless access points out in the desert. You know what I mean? That or in metal boxes. So just imagine the MicroTiks being in a metal box out in the desert. It's probably like 140, 150 inside the box when it's like 115 out. He's never had a MicroTik fail yet.
You found out some good information about MicroTik the past couple weeks. You know, like how like they're used by like tons of corporations and ISPs and stuff like that. Because I know you were doubting it at first because of the price point. You were like, God, nobody uses this shit.
No, he laid it down like, so MicroTik doesn't plan to like compete with like Microsoft and Juniper, and yes, they do take more to configure because they really cut down on like ease of use. You know what I mean? Everything is, they have their own specific command line that they use inside the MicroTik, which is what most people program it with. You can use their GUI interface Winbox, which is what I was using to configure the MicroTiks. But yeah, they're way more advanced than people think. They use them out in like a lot of like third world countries and stuff like that, and smaller ISPs.
All Set Miner said, "Wait, we can install remote HNT in the desert." I guess so.
Who wants to deal with helium? Oh my god!
Fucking
Are they still
Panda.
even a thing? Like,
It is.
is it really?
Sorry, Panda. I thought you were on vacation still. I told him to go spend time with his wife, and he says, "I did the past 4 days in all caps. Go suck a fat chode."
Chode. Oh, I haven't heard that word in a long time.
Oh my god, Panda, you're a mess. Goddamn mess. All right, well,
Yeah.
good. I'm glad you spent some time with your wife. But yeah, no, I thought he was still on vacation. All right,
He's
let's
playing
see.
Diablo now. Hey, speaking of that, Red Panda, are you streaming tomorrow or not?
Yeah, I saw his. He put something out there. He's going
did
on
he?
at noon. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Let's see.
I
Helium
promise
moved
the next
over
Trying to
to
give you a
Bitcoin.
hope there, Geek.
I promise the next stream I do is not going to be 4 hours long.
Oh, you lying sack of shit. Just don't build anything.
Oh,
It's
hold on.
fine.
Are you going to promise that you're going to finish though before 4 hours?
I did finish. It's right there.
Why does it say
What's it
error?
mine?
Why does it say error? That's just its name. I named it error. Like it's
Oh,
just,
okay.
Yeah. How convenient.
He's
Right.
he is streaming tomorrow, Mr. Max. And then Nismo Miner said helium moved over to another coin. I don't know if you're talking about Crank, if that's your referencing. 'Cause we talked about Crank and the helium miners being able to transition.
He's
to
probably
Crank,
talking about
but-
IoT. He's probably talking about IoT. That's what the helium miners now mine is IoT.
Really? That's what it's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Internet of Things coin.
Yeah. Wait, I'm so lost. Wait, hold on. Hold the phone.
Hmm?
All right, wait. So, is there still an HNT? Like,
There is still HNT, but you
Okay.
don't mine it anymore. You either mine mobile or you mine IoT.
So are those tokens?
I'm so lost.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I turn my tokens not into helium anymore. I can go IoT to Solana, and that's what I do.
Well, I have. I still haven't converted that wallet that I had helium in. I don't even know how to do it, to be honest. Oh, whatever. I don't know. I probably lost it all. I mean, it was probably like, a whole $16 like a year and a half trying to get some.
Probably less than that at this point.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Another price. I had like
Quite a
two.
bit.
I had like two helium, I think.
Helium sucks,
Total.
bro. It's the worst. I don't even care. Terrible.
That was such a waste of money.
It's such a
Such
waste.
a waste.
Yeah.
Hey,
Network
it
bits,
isn't because
helium
now you can
mines,
mine
rug.
Crank with it or Internet of Things.
I
Yeah.
don't
Other
have it
things.
anymore. It went to he's in the chat, Mr. Mass Boost, as
Nice.
Well, Mass
helium
Boost.
miner.
You can now mine
And
Crank with it.
I threw in the 4D
So-
DB antenna too. So that I got for it too. So you got everything.
He said, so what is HNT if you can't mine it? Mass Boost said.
For the record, I did not bring up the HNT talk, just for the record.
It's all Max's fault. He got us all into
That-
H&T and it
It's
failed.
actually the
It was such bad
chat's
financial.
fault.
No, it's
advice
actually
right
Panda's
there.
fault because Panda got me into HNT.
Panda got everybody into HNT. Everything's Panda's fault. Doesn't matter.
Poor guy.
I blame Boss Coin.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
him
God.
too. Him too.
Oh yeah.
Yep. No, well,
He just had a video that talked about an airdrop. I'm like,
Oh,
oh
really?
really? Airdrops are no.
Hey,
No,
he's getting desperate out there. That's why I kind of quit watching him.
He
He talked about one token, the cyber token thing, and it was a rug pull, and I lost some money, and I'm like, I'm not watching you anymore.
That sucks.
I
But
mean,
I'm like,
Stuff.
I was it was bad on my part to go on this coin. It seemed good, but yeah.
Panda says Max Voltage, don't bring me into this conversation.
But hey, Panda brought up a good new stream for you and him, Hawk.
oh yeah, no, 24-hour server build. Working on it. I'm literally designing the thumbnail.
No, what
right
it
now.
needs to be though is not him helping you, but you helping
You,
him.
me helping.
Oh,
yeah, so you want to drive
yeah.
around in circles for hours. That's what you want to
Yeah.
Perfect.
do. Listen, when it
And
comes
it could
to
be like
just
that-
follow somebody else home with Panda in your car. That's all you gotta do.
That old game show,
my
like what was it? Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Like he can like phone a friend or somebody like that.
use a lifeline.
Oh,
Lifelines,
man.
yeah.
Oh my god, use a lifeline. That was pretty
Crazy.
funny though, because I thought the truck that we were following, it was identical to Mike's truck. So me and Panda in the car, we're driving in this neighborhood. We're just talking. And I'm
Just
like,
follow
yo,
some
where
random-
are we going?
Random person.
And it was a
home.
random truck. And I'm just like, wait, that's not. And then Chump calls me and he goes, where are you guys? I was like, oh no, I'm following Mike. He's like, Mike's sitting right here. I'm like,
Like, he's sitting next to me. What the hell are you talking about?
I was like, oh shit. Oh my God, it was awful.
They were like 20 minutes away. I'm like, oh my god, this guy. He drove like 20 minutes the wrong direction.
Panda goes, I thought Hawk was driving me to a secret alley alone.
That's what we thought too.
I was like, yo, where are we going? Where is every?
He
I'm
was
like,
seizing
dude,
the moment. That's what he was doing, Panda.
it was awful.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
It was all planned.
I just wanted more time with Panda. That's all.
That's it.
I'm like, I can
Oh,
make this an
man.
excuse.
You're a
It
mess.
puts a new meaning to the Panda call.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
a mess. That was great. All right, let's see. I'll
So
watch
Mass
it.
Boost asked
Go ahead.
the question, what does Cadena have to do with Crank? Well, just like HNT Helium used to have its own blockchain, but it decided it didn't want to maintain its own blockchain, so it went on the Solana network. Crank is using the Cadena network for its blockchain. Hopefully that explains what you're looking for.
Perfect. Yeah, no, that's actually a good way to put it.
No more lower ran hotspot miners. No more. No
Oh, I'm all in, man. I'm all in.
I'm all
straight to the garbage.
If I can get, If I can get another one at a decent price, they're surprisingly still going for over $100 on eBay, and I don't want to pay that. You know,
the funniest thing is I couldn't even give mine away for the longest time. I couldn't even give it away.
I had mine sitting out in the shed mining or on the Helium network since the day I got it, and never earned a single token. Not earned one. So anything I did with it was more valuable than what I got out of Helium.
See, Crank, you do earn.
Yeah.
No matter if somebody hears it, witnesses, whatever, or not, you do earn. You don't earn as much if you don't have witnesses around,
Yeah.
but you at least earn something.
That's why I'm looking for a second one right now, so I can get them to witness each other. I got the one up on Crank right now, but I want to get a second one so I can get them to talk to each other. And
I had that going until the latest update, I think, is what caused the problem to go
Bless
down.
you.
An update on
Bless you,
6.5.
Sunflower Mama.
So I gotta get that fixed.
Tane said his HNT miner made the same amount as mine. I think a lot of people dealt with that. Where I mean, I'm out here in the woods, man. There's nobody around here that even knows what crypto is. You know, and
all about location, and it's about topology.
Mhm.
Do you have a good location at a high height compared to the surrounding area? And that's where I was lucky. I am one of the highest points in a flat area still, but highest points in the county I live in, and one direction. It goes down gradually towards the river that's like, I don't know, about 10 miles away. So
I think my kid's having a meltdown. I feel like I hear screaming upstairs. Yeah, I do. Oh boy, something's happening. If my wife's here, please let me know in the chat if you need me to get upstairs. It sounds like something's happening. Someone's not happy up there. Anyways, all right, let's see. You guys have any questions in the chat? Please feel free to ask. We're gonna be wrapping this up real soon because it's game night. So
We need another successful project. Like we need Flux to like, I think Flux is probably the only one. Maybe Flux, Caspa. I think Hive Mapper's got some potential. We need a project to take off, man.
You guys
I
really
guess we
think
should
so?
talk about the unspoken thing today, which is holy crap. What happened to the altcoins?
what happened?
The drop.
That's normal.
Flux was below 40 cents.
Yeah, Flux.
Wait, it
I
was
saw
below
Flux.
40 cents.
Yeah, I saw it
Yeah.
this morning. Early this morning, it was like 38.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
Litecoin's at $77.
That's
Holy
what, oh wow.
Ooh, that's a good buy.
Obviously, yeah.
What
Welcome
the f- I
back to the
haven't
real
looked,
world.
bro. I've been doing friggin' car shit all day. Trust me. I haven't looked at any
Ethereum
of
is
this.
still
Goddamn.
holding steady, man. Ethereum hasn't really budged.
17.
No, the bigger the coin, but
Jeez,
certainly there's a
look.
lot more dominance
Wow.
than
That's
there's
kinda
been.
shitty.
Okay, so I'm a retard here.
Whoa,
Explain this to me
whoa,
when you
whoa,
say.
whoa.
Explain
Well,
this to
that's
me
not-
when you
that's
say.
not politically correct.
Okay,
Jeez.
I'm mentally handicapped in this area.
Thank
Explain
you.
to me when you say dominance.
Can't take you anywhere.
So
Offending
Bitcoin
everybody.
dominance means the percentage of Bitcoin value to the entire market. Right now, about 47% of all crypto value is Bitcoin.
Okay, so that's what they mean about. That's what they mean
Yeah.
about it.
Bitcoin dominance has gone up to almost 70% before.
Everybody keeps saying we need a new ETH, man. It's gonna be Flux, dude. Okay, just give it some time. It hasn't even been a year yet.
do we need
guys-
a new ETH though? Like,
Yeah.
by the
don't-
way that it dominated the entirety of crypto and just like made every other project fucking worthless in
I'll be right back.
a miner's eyes. There he goes.
Yeah, shit's
But
getting real
the-
up there. I have no idea.
He's gonna go up there, pocket changes like duct tape to a chair. The kids are running around with face paint on and shit. But do we need another ETH? Something that like dominates and just takes all of the hash power like Ethereum did for the longest time. You know what I mean? Is that what we need in our ecosystems?
I don't know if
answer all
we
at
need
once.
that, but yeah, no, I think people want that. They want that high profitability
Yeah.
back, is what they really want.
You
I
can,
think
you can-
that I wasn't finished. I was talking slow. Okay.
Oh, okay, that's what it is. All right, go ahead.
All right. I think Flux will eventually break away from the Bitcoin, right? When it'll eventually break that cycle once they get adoption with their WordPress, proof of useful work. You know what I mean? All of that stuff. When that gets adoption, I don't think it's going to be another ETH, but I think that its price will not be dictated by Bitcoin anymore, which is what I'm looking forward to.
Well, that would be nice, but how many other cryptos have tried that or wanted that? I mean, all of them want that. They want to have that separation from the Bitcoin fluctuations. You know, like they don't want to be tethered to it or paired to it, so that when Bitcoin goes up, they go up as well. They want to, you know, be on their own. I mean, if ETH can't do it, how? And I'm not saying anything about Flux. I love Flux. It's a fantastic project, and everybody over there really is pushing for development, which is, in my eyes, more important than the value of the fucking coin. But you know, if ETH can't do it, what makes us think Flux can?
I think they provide more useful things to the real world than Ethereum does. That's just me, though.
Listen,
that's just my opinion.
You can have another ETH, but let there only be one Vitalik Buterin. Okay.
Oh, he just crash landed in Nevada. Did you guys hear that?
Oh my. Oh, but you get mad at me for saying retarded, but you calling him an alien. I'm done with this show.
What?
Where are you gonna go?
What just happened? Thanks for being a member for 8 months, Joker Miner. He said sick. You all.
Where are you gonna go?
What happened?
Kristen's gone.
Wait, what did I miss? Did you just piss off people in the chat when I was gone? Sorry,
so
my son
confused.
was just having a hard time. I don't know what his deal is. He's just.
By the way, is everything okay?
Is crying. Yeah, he's fine. He's just. My wife went downstairs to get a drink, and he was just losing it. Like I could hear him screaming like he was being murdered upstairs. I'm like, what is happening? So yeah, no, he's fine. The kids, you know, that's what happens. Anyways, what happened with Joker Miner?
No, nothing. Sick.
All right.
You all have a good night. No, he's sick. He doesn't feel good.
Oh, he's sick. All right.
Yeah, no, he's sick. He said
all right, I got you.
That's what I assume. That's what he means.
That's right. No, he did message me and say he thinks he got sick again, but
I mean,
the
you
vid
think
again? I hope not.
Could it? Yeah, dude, feel better, bro. Seriously, do you guys really think that it's gonna be Flux? Look, I'm a Flux fanboy. Everybody knows it. I mean, I got all their stuff for Mining Disrupt actually came in today. It's in my garage, and I love the project, but you know, Brad said something. He said Flux has. Well, I don't agree that they have no usage. They have little usage, but they're very early in their adoption. I mean, if it's not Flux, okay, outside of Flux, because we've talked about Flux a lot, right? And it's because we love them. We love the project. But outside of Flux, what other projects? I mean, someone said Ergo. I don't know. What do you guys think? Outside of Flux, what's it going to be? Let's just say Flux didn't exist.
What's the question? What's it going to be? What?
Well, who might be? Who's a contender?
Yeah,
for a new ETH.
Oh, for a new ETH? That's the topic. Sorry, I missed the whole conversation.
Meowcoin.
I mean, yeah, Meowcoin. Yeah, no, Pigeon Coin. Pigeon Coin is definitely going to be the next.
You know what's
Ethereum.
funny though? Pigeon Coin actually has a use case. I didn't realize it was like a Twitter kind of or a WhatsApp type deal. I had no idea it was a legit thing. Like I thought it was just a freaking joke. Retro Mike actually opened our eyes to that, so thanks for that. It's kind of funny.
I didn't know. It says Highroot Farms says Caspa and Radiant are introducing smart contracts soon. Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I saw that Caspa was introducing smart contracts. But I mean, so Flux is like trying to be a decentralized AWS, in I guess you could look at it one way, right? So they're trying to offer, you know, decentralized compute on that type of infrastructure, where Ethereum was doing something similar, but still more on the crypto front, you know, with like EVMs and their own smart contract things. So the only other one that I really see doing a real world use case, like useful work, I guess would be Dynex. On paper.
Ooh, on paper.
The rug pull.
But can Flux...
Now, what is your evidence of
the
that,
ultimate-
King? Actually, that's a
you
good
almost
one.
made me spit out my water,
What do you
Ken. Damn
think? Why do you not like Dynex?
Show me proof of useful work.
I mean, you can say the same thing about Flux, right? They don't have anything out yet.
But they're not out yet.
No, but they're claiming that their algorithm can do it actively on the blockchain. I want to see it. And when I first looked at the project, okay, like before anybody even mentioned their name in any streams or anything, I already looked at them a long time ago when I was looking at that other crap ass coin Labyrinth that I looked at, right? And then Hawk's trying not to troll me right now. He's keeping the straight face. You're a nice guy, Hawk.
I mean, listen, we all did videos on this stuff. I mean, they just turned out to be...
I'm just saying, during that time, that's when Dynex was around, right? And nobody had done anything on him yet. Back then, they had no information. Their GitHub's private. You have to work with them if you want to be one of their mining pools, so they control the pools. I feel it's a rug pull.
Wait, what are you talking about? Dynex controls the pools, that you said?
Yeah. You got to go through them to be a pool.
Interesting.
I don't know.
Yeah, but I
We need
don't. I
time.
mean, I don't think that means it's a rug pull. It's I mean, it's
The
just
whole voice changing thing. The
yeah,
not
but I mean
being
that makes
when
sense.
they
though,
first
the
came out,
mic
they
thing.
had like these. I'm telling you, they had these weird names that were just like funny names for their employees.
For their
It was
staff.
It was, and maybe it could have just been early on, right? I'm just saying the vibe I got from them and how they interact with their people. I think it's a rug pull.
Tane says Dynex is a centralized coin. They don't hide that. Fully Electric said that.
Patrick
where
said
is
something
it?
interesting.
Hold
too.
on, where is it? Where did he
There was
say it?
just some things I thought were sketchy and that I don't personally support it. That's my choice.
Well, Retro Mike did a video where he tested the proof of work algorithm that Dynex uses, and
Oh, there it is.
supposedly stupid fast.
Right.
Like,
so yeah,
insanely fast.
it was like top 10. I clipped it. It was actually in one of Hawk's streams, I think, or it was on like Terrahash Tuesday. I forget. It was one of you guys' streams.
He did a full video on it too, I think.
Right. But so Retro Mike, like he used like one of the top I don't know, what was it, like top 10 like softwares or something. Let me just find the clip and I can play it. It was just interesting how like he used a certain software to, I don't know, what was it doing? Like, do you remember? I don't know. This is like network shit. It's not me.
I don't remember exactly what it was doing. It's like crunching numbers essentially in this like weird algorithm. I associate it to if you've ever seen what is that, Silicon Valley, that show where these guys make this like decompression algorithm and go out there and try to show that it can do something better than the other one that's a standard now.
I found it. I'm gonna have to mute this real quick. Hold on a second, guys. Sorry, I don't want to.
But I mean, if people, no problem if people want to mine it because it's profitable and they sell it, right? I mean, that's up to them, right?
This is the thing that impressed me though the most. Like, so Retro Mike, he did it again. He did a video on this on his channel. Go check it out. But I clipped this out of it was Terrahash Tuesday on. Is this on the Mining Kings? I don't even know. Oh no, it's on.
That's on mine. Yeah.
All right, let's listen to this.
With the Mining King.
It's kind of interesting.
I took a few test files of calculations and I ran them through the current top solver that is deemed the number one in the world, and I ran that same test file through Dynex.
Okay.
And on the smaller test files where there's not a lot of numbers to crunch, they were around the same performance. But on the complex files, I let the one solver run for 10.5 hours. It didn't find a solution. The Dynex one found the solution in 2 seconds.
Okay.
That's insane that it could work that efficiently. It took 10.5 hours, didn't find any solution, and then the Dynex one found it in 2 seconds. So I mean, to me, that's Retro Mike's a smart guy. I'm not gonna lie. Like he knows a lot about a lot of shit, and when it comes to technical stuff, he's the guy to go to if you have any questions about certain things and how things work.
Yeah.
You know what I got from that video?
That your old setup looks way better.
No,
I'm just kidding.
It doesn't. I need a new damn shirt.
I was gonna say that too, but yeah.
Oh shit!
I need a new shirt.
I didn't even notice. That's great.
I need a new damn shirt. I gotta go clothes shopping.
It would have been funny if you both had the same shirts on. Oh, it would have been epic.
Oh yeah.
No, but you don't think that's impressive, King, at all?
Well, Retro Mike even says in the chat, keep in mind it boils down to whether they can sell it to customers or not.
Oh yeah,
so
100%.
like the tech is there, but what are they going to do with it?
Well, same thing comes down to Flux. You got to sell it to customers, right?
Right.
So I mean, I get it. Makes sense.
Well, Flux, and I'll give this to Flux over Dynex, which I would mine Flux, or I would trust Flux over Dynex anyway. But Dan Keller will get on camera with you and talk to you. You know what I mean? We know Dan Keller's name.
Right.
We know Jeffkey or Davey is what his real name is. But they will sit there and have a conversation with you, face to face. You could sit down and have a cigar with them, apparently. Are you going to do that with Dynex? Are you going to sit there and is he going to come on camera and talk to you face to face?
So we
about
asked that.
everything that
We
he's
asked
doing?
that, and they did say that. He said that they would come out over time. He's like, you know, at this moment, it's so early in the stages, and I agree with him. Like, I get it. Everybody has their reasons. Like, I didn't show my face for a while. Panda still doesn't show his face to this day. You know what I mean? It's just, you have your own reasons as to why, and I get it. But he did admit that he would, you know, they would come out at some point in the near future, but they just don't know exactly when. They got to be comfortable and whatever. So I guess we'll have to see. But
Well,
I mean,
and
that's
when-
still
when
not a
they're
reason not to
comfortable-
trust somebody. You know what I mean?
When they're comfortable to show their face, maybe I'll be more comfortable with their project.
Oh, right.
It's just
No,
me.
I mean,
You know-
it's a valid point. Valid point.
I said this. I agree with Mr. Geek of all trades. However, it would make us feel better psychologically to put a face and a name to it.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm just generally speaking here. It's not going to mean anything if they really want to do it, because the biggest stories in the country all had faces. The biggest stories in crypto thus far that were pools and had money had faces.
But
Respectfully,
Bitcoin
I'm not
doesn't have a face.
No, I'm talking about pool, like
I'm
people
just
that stole
saying,
money.
proven
and
itself.
I'm
waste.
just saying.
Bitcoin's proven itself for a decade.
Right.
Right.
So that's
I'm
the
not.
difference.
No,
here,
well,
yeah.
whole Bitcoin's never stolen anybody's money. Bitcoin itself. I'm just talking about like projects and stuff. Like some of the biggest projects where, you know, like I said, that have, you know, taken people's money, rug pulled,
It's-
had faces.
it just-
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and it seems weird.
Yeah, that's
that
a good point, though.
You're
That's
trying to
good.
hide
Right, right.
hide everything so much, but yet you have this great technology. So
But what are they hiding?
seems-
Just their face?
their face, like before you didn't even know who the heck they were. Like their GitHub was closed. It was private for their source code. At first, I don't know if it's open source now. I haven't been there in forever. But when it was first out, it was private. You couldn't see it. So it's just, to me, it's like, why are you hiding everything? And I don't know. It rubbed me the wrong way, and it just, that was my first impression, right? You get one chance when you're doing something like that. You get a first impression, right? And it kind of just sticks with you, right?
I
And
agree
it's-
with King, 100%.
And it takes it's on them to change that impression on me. And so far with the voice changer crap and all that other stupid shit, it's only made it worse as far as me trusting Dynex with that. So because
I mean-
I just don't get it. You got great technology, but you want to hide yourself.
It could also be the car salesman thing too, though. You know, you put a face, you put a nice smile, someone dresses in a suit, office looks good, and the project's garbage. So it really just comes down
It's a double-edged
to
sword either way.
right. It could happen either way. Now I know when I would feel a little bit more, and it's just how we are as human beings. You know, you see a face on a project, the website looks good. There's no misspelled words or anything like that that look like it went through Google Translate. You know, then you go, oh, okay, cool. Maybe this project is cool. Then you get into verifying it, right? Trust, but verify everything.
Fully electric. Yeah, no, you're correct. He said they did not say they had a voice changer. Did they confirm that? No, they didn't. So I mean, again, if I talk to you guys on this microphone versus a laptop, I'm gonna sound totally different.
Yeah.
But if I talk to you on my earbuds,
Yeah.
totally different. So
Or
I
if you talk as
understand
Bo
different
Jackson.
mics. Well, yeah, I
Oh
mean,
my God.
like legit. You just talk like this all night.
Yeah.
Legit, it's real. Like different microphones make you sound different, so I get that. And those, I mean, I asked him during our interview, and I mean, realistically, he talked to us afterwards, and he's still talking to us, and he's like, he doesn't seem like a bad guy. I usually have pretty good, I guess, vibes from people. Like I can kind of tell if they're kind of bullshitting a little bit. And I don't feel that way with him, but I mean, I'm not saying that I fully trust him, but I don't have anything against a project that hasn't done anything wrong. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's one of those things. They're just gonna need. I mean, if their stuff works, like Retro Mike said, right? If it worked in 2 seconds over 10 hours with the #1 program, then it's obviously its work is proving itself legit. So it makes sense to me to, like, you know, I don't know, I guess I'm not pushing it, but just to not be against it until it has a reason to be against it. You know what I mean?
I have a question.
Yeah.
And this might be towards Retro Mike, and this is just a general question, and forgive me for my lack of knowledge in this space, this specific space. Can you fake you said you ran the whatever on Dynex, right, to see when they can find jobs. Can that network, can they manipulate that to show that there was a job done?
Well,
Like,
no,
can
he
it?
did it on his own.
Oh, he did it on his own. But
Yeah,
the
like he
network.
took his own files and put it into both programs.
Oh,
like, he
okay.
didn't,
I'm sorry.
like-
I'm asking about can the network, can somebody do something on the network to show that maybe you got a job or whatever, and then it wasn't. Mike said he verified the results. Never mind. I withdraw the question, Your Honor.
By the way, Carl Coate, hopefully you enjoyed that little blurb of Bo Jackson. That one was for you.
I'm
man,
sorry.
dude.
What's his name had a great movie reference from Austin Powers. It was really good. What was it? Oh man, Clint Lechner. Maybe he's got a big mole and is self-conscious about it. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet your mole. Who said mole? I said mole. Mole, mole, mole.
Oh, what is it? Here's a nickel. Go down the street and have a rat gnaw that thing off your face. What was that? Uncle Buck, I think. Wasn't that
my god!
You remember that movie? My father used to watch
Uncle
that.
Buck. Yeah, John.
I think it was
John
Uncle
Candy.
Buck.
Yeah,
Maybe. Yeah.
John Candy. Yeah. Good
Anyways,
movie.
but yeah, no, I don't know. Like I said, it's I think if Dynex is as legit as it seems, it's a very big competitor, at least in my opinion. When it comes to mining, also, anyways, because it is easier on our GPUs to mine. It's not as much, power, and your cards run cool. Like it's.
That's good.
I don't see anything
We
wrong
need
with it, man. It's just-
competition. Competition,
Breeds
creates innovation.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Right.
No, I totally agree.
But we don't want scams though. I think they go to they don't
But
they
you
go
can't
the
say
opposite
something's
direction.
a scam if you don't have a.
I'm just
You know what I mean?
speaking generally. I just feel like a lot of people in this
Well,
space right now.
what about?
cash
Did
grabs.
anybody? I know none of you probably watch it, but you see that Ironfish has FPGAs already now,
Mhm.
and they're probably getting ASICs here pretty quick.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that, King?
Oh, that lady straight up fucking lied to me when she was in the stream. I mean, that's you can only look.
But didn't you read
Mike.
that, King? Didn't you read that in the paper? I forget. Was it that or was it cat? There was one coin. I remember us talking about it, and you said you weren't a fan of it because of the FPGAs. Was it Caspa? I forget.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of cash, but I don't really mind it. I test mined it a long time ago, and I got like 20,000, and I just had it, and I forgot about it. Now it's sitting in my Zocor now. But yeah,
Right.
I'm not going to actively mine Caspa.
Okay.
So they have FPGAs now. Team Red Miners released their Bitstream and all that stuff. And there was a Bitmain representative in a was it called like a Twitter space or something like that, where like they go live on Twitter. And there was a Bitmain representative there, and they're asking Elena questions about algorithm changes, this, that, and the other. And she said that they're not going to do it. And I figured as much because they're VC, right? They're about making money.
Yeah. Well,
And
So
then
there-
all of a
there's
sudden
like-
they come out.
They're going to work out a deal with them, right? To not change algorithms, right? For a cut, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Of the profits.
Has anybody looked into like Nervos? Any updates with that project? I know that had a lot of traction early on this year, but it's like it's died out. Has there been any development? Does anybody know anything about it?
Nope, I don't.
Okay.
Real quick,
Never
Retro
mind.
Mike, before we get off the topic, he said Dynex also started open sourcing their SDK so anybody can implement their solvers into their apps. He said I'll probably do some tutorials on it in the future. Man, it's I hope you do, actually. That'd be very interesting to watch. Crypto Perks said, time for another in-depth look at Dynex with all the new things they have brought along. Yeah, so we actually, myself and Yeti, we spoke with Sumitomo, and he's gonna come on with us again at some point and kind of go over, like, do like a second interview and talk about some other things. So, I mean, we'll see. Again, like, I'm not against anything until it's proven itself not good. I mean, there's certain things that I just won't mind, but I'm not against any network unless it's really like, a sham.
So,
right?
so I know you and Yeti have been doing like the that checking all the wallets and stuff like that and things like that, and some things have passed and failed. Are you guys going to keep actively testing the wallets? Because anytime they do a release, right, that means that the code's been changed or they've added on to it, right? So you need to go back and revisit the same wallet again. So that could be a lot of work for you guys.
Not me, just him. He's the one that's doing it. So no,
totally pass it off.
legit. Well, he's the guy. I don't do any of that shit. Like it's all him. Like at the end of the day, Yeti does all the scanning stuff, and I actually mentioned that to him. I was like, so like when the new update comes out, you know, we're gonna have to get to a point where it's either we continue on with these coins on your site or whatever. But he wants to make it so it's automated to a point where, you know, when a new link drops on any one of the GitHubs, like you would have to set up like some sort of bot that would link it to the page, and when something new comes up, it would either notify you or it would just take the link and start the scan. You know what I mean, to see if it's legit or not. So I mean, that's kind of, again, that's on his end. I have freaking no idea. I just
Oh, I thought you were picking up on it.
I just work here, bro. I just work
That's
here
my line.
when it comes to
That's
that.
my line.
That's all of our lines, bro. That's it. No, but Yeti, yeah, he's the scan guy, man. I'm just the face, the channel that, you know, I want to make sure you guys are safe, and that's the main reason. I always went to him and was like, hey, is this wallet safe? Like Dynex, for example, I asked him, I was like, hey, is this wallet safe? Check it out, because people are saying it's a scam, and then we set up the interview, and then it just kind of snowballed into let's check out all these other coins, because nobody knows what's good and what's bad anymore. Like, it's just a complete shit show. With Ethereum gone, everybody was mining Ethereum, let's be real. Now that Ethereum's gone, there's all these other coins to choose from. There's not one single one that everybody goes to. Like, there isn't. It's just how it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. That's what I
all
was
the
getting
new,
at.
yeah, all the new proof of work coins, we just jump into it and try to nip it in the butt before it becomes an issue. Like that Ceiling Cat coin one that was, you know, came up, something was malicious in their compiled stuff, like it had malware in it. It's unfortunate, but like I want to catch things like that so it's not exposing people's computers or losing our funds, or you know what I mean, like getting pulled for no reason. It's just kind of, I don't know, that's the whole reason behind it. But yeah, he's gonna stay on top of it. To answer your question, that's pretty much long-winded. You know, I took that from Max, actually. Thanks, Dad, for teaching me how to talk long.
I was just like, we took the scenic route on that answer.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, he's doing something. I have no idea exactly what he wants to do.
It's too easy to release shit projects, man.
It is 100%.
It
Totally
really is.
agree.
Like you go on Fiverr now,
Hmm?
and you can hire someone and pay X amount, and they'll release a crypto for you. I mean, it's just such bullshit. Like on every
but then if you get the
level.
government involved, I feel like they're going to require so much funding to be able to start said project, and I feel like maybe some projects that maybe don't have great funding that end up being great projects are going to be the ones that get hurt, right?
I mean, to go public in your company, I mean, Max, you can educate us here with this. I mean, is there a number that you need to go public for a company? I don't think so. I don't think there's a certain number that you need to hit. I just think it comes down to corporate structure and a bunch of other stuff. I don't know. It's a good question. If anybody in the chat knows, I mean, do you need a certain dollar amount to take your company public, and would that move
look, I get that there's bad actors, but there's that in business here. There's regular businesses here in the States. There's always bad actors in it. It's just
no, 100%.
That's what happens, right? Is the bad apples ruin it for the other people? That's
you were in construction.
Always how it works.
Yeah, King, you know construction, right? You were in that stuff, doing tin work or iron work, whatever. Like, dude, there's contractors that will go to your house, give you an estimate, you freaking pay half up front and disappear. You never see them again. Like that's how, like, there's shady people everywhere. It doesn't matter where you are. Crypto space, not crypto space. It's just it's more prominent in crypto because it's easier and it can be anonymous. That's the biggest thing.
So Nafi said you just need a single investor to buy a share for your shares to obtain a value.
Oh, so you could sell it to
you can qualify
yourself.
You know, I mean, yeah, I mean, so, but we do need, look, these other industries that you guys are talking about have been around for years, and they have consequences for people in those jobs. If they do wrong to other people, they can go to jail. There's laws that protect people. There's no laws against creating a shit coin, rugging it, and making everybody look bad and stealing everybody's money. There has to be some punishment for that. Now, you can argue embezzlement and you can argue, all that kind of stuff, maybe, but that's what I mean, King. Like, we're in a newer industry that needs that. So the majority of what gets put out in crypto is not anything good. Go turn on mainstream media news. Anytime crypto is mentioned, it's negative.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It's never mentioned positive.
Totally agree.
And that's a problem because we need people that have not adopted crypto to come into crypto in order for it to be where we want it to be. Granted, there's millions of us now, and we could probably get by with all of us, but it's even more money and it's more adoption for people to come in. And if we put a halt to if we start holding people accountable for releasing a shit project, getting people on Telegram to get involved and all this other BS and all this shady stuff, and we put some restrictions and requirements to release a crypto project, then you're not going to prevent them all, right? You're not going to prevent them all, but you can slow them down significantly. You just got to make an example out of one of them.
Right.
And that's it. You know what I mean?
Carl Cote in the chat said, assume a scam until they get proved otherwise. And that's, yeah, absolutely. Totally agree with that. Actually, it's definitely a good way to put your your guard up before you.
That's kind of how I treat it. And look, I'm not trying to say it's not wrong, okay, but you need to protect yourself in this industry.
Oh yeah.
Right.
And if you lose your money, it's your fault, and don't bitch about it.
Totally.
It's kind of my attitude.
Totally agree. Unless yeah.
Sometimes people get hit and they don't see it coming. It's happened to me. Probably happened to all of us. That's just the unknown. Excuse me.
No, you're good. Sorry. What's it called? Crypto Craig. I'm sorry. I totally missed your super chat. Thank you for the 1234 1234 super chat. He said retro mic tech is neuromorphic. However you say that, if that's how you say it. Yeah, that's the whole Dynex algorithm or whatever. It's like neuromorphic quantum computing. Like, it's just the longest explanation ever. I just your brain hurts as you read the sentence on the website. It's insane. But I'm excited to see where it goes. I hope it goes somewhere far, but I don't know. It's neat to me overall, and again, guys, don't trust anything unless you do your own due diligence, your own research. Don't listen to any asshole YouTuber on the friggin' planet. Don't buy into something because someone else says it. Just make sure you guys are interested in the project before you jump into it.
But if you want to save 10% on a Hive Mapper, if you promo code Geek10.
Perfect.
Burn asked me a question. He says, Hawk, how is the US going to regulate new crypto projects? Crypto is worldwide. How can we police the world when anyone anywhere in the world can create a crypto? Impossible. Still love you though. You don't walk through, my opinion, and it's just solely my opinion, you don't walk through the door and try to regulate the whole thing. You do it in pieces. So the first thing you need to do is the United States exchanges. Look, what we do in the world, we've seen this. A lot of countries follow, okay? Especially the westernized countries. They follow. So if we come in and we make regulation just for exchanges, it'll hit the EU. The EU will follow. It'll domino into other things. And it slowly, when something else comes up, oh, okay, they can do that now. Okay, now we have to control this part because they slowly get into it. You can't control any industry 100%. No country, nobody can regulate an industry 100%. It's impossible, or any industry. But we need something. We need something, because if we want VC money to get into Bitcoin, and we want Wall Street to get involved, and we want to see these price discoveries, we're going to need it eventually. So you need the laws, because right now, the way that the laws are written, there's nobody.
Well, think of it this way.
Nobody can really, do anything.
Think of it this way. So, if you are a company,
yeah, your mic's hot as hell, Max. Jesus.
Well, we're in StreamYard.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. Holy shit.
I didn't change anything. Anyway, actually, I think it's like an auto change. Anyway, I gotta see how to fix that. But anyway, you think about it as if you are a public company, you want to trade on the New York Stock Exchange, NASDAQ. You want to trade. You got to trade on something, so you have an open market for your stock. It's no different with crypto. So yeah, you can create a crypto, but if you can't exchange it on anywhere, what's the value?
Mm-hmm.
You have to have an outlet to exchange something.
Yeah,
and
no, 100%.
so that we don't necessarily regulate private companies the same way we regulate public companies, because the private companies, if they want to change ownership, it's got to change hands privately.
Mm-hmm.
and they have the contracts or whatever, that's a completely different thing that's not regulated. So yeah, if you want to have private exchanges of coins that somebody created and that you think has a real value to it, well, that's between you and the other person. But it's the exchanges, whether it's decentralized or centralized, that create the liquidity that really benefits crypto projects.
That's where Mike's trolling Hawk. They said we need to get regulation over.
Well,
building
guys, thanks for
PCs.
joining Misfit Mining on Saturday Night Live. It's been great. These guys
has
want to
been
go
great.
play Diablo
Yes.
because Chump's got that look.
Thank you.
He wants to go play Diablo. So we're
I
gonna
didn't
go
want to
play
end a good
Diablo.
conversation though. I felt bad.
No,
But I
it's
do
okay.
wanna
I'll
play.
do it. I'll say it when you guys are uncomfortable to say it. It's fine. So
All right. Yes, it's been going on long enough. Thank you, Hawk.
Hawk the closer. I like it.
One
it,
last
man.
thing, and this is not crypto related. Did you guys see that NASCAR put a Camaro in the Le Mans race?
No.
Yeah, they put a 780 something or 800 horsepower ZL1 Camaro in with Ferraris and other hypercars and supercars in Le Mans.
Oh, that's
It's
sick.
going on. That's the 24-hour race, and right now they are
cool.
33 out of 62 that are left on the field. I just thought that was cool as hell.
Yeah, that's neat. That's definitely neat. All right, let's do it.
Anyway,
I'm out.
back to Diablo.
Guys, yeah, have a good day. I don't know if I'll stream. I might stream. I'll definitely stream in Discord if I don't stream on YouTube.
I'm going to stream
I'll
on
keep you guys
Twitch.
posted.
I'm going to go on Twitch and do it. If you want to do it together, we can do it
I
together.
think we need to continue streaming your build.
No, I'm done. I'm done.
No,
I'm
you
done.
gotta get that
I'm
work.
hitting it
You're not
tomorrow.
even. You're not finished yet. You can't play Diablo.
Shut up.
Hey, you got to try the one fix I gave you. At least try that.
I am going to do that after I go and regain my thoughts when I leave this office. I've been in here for 5 hours.
How are your feet feeling? Oh no, you were sitting down when we started.
I was
Never
sitting
mind.
down. Now I'm standing.
Yep, gotcha. All right, fellas, have a good day. We will see you guys next time on
wait,
video
wait,
tomorrow.
wait, hold on.
No, get out, Max. Shh.
Travelers Travels.
No, I
Hawk
know.
the stream.
Thank you for the
Hawk the
members.
stream.
Thank you for the gifted member. You said Sadie sometimes. Got it. Congratulations, Travelers Travels. Thank you. I didn't even know you could gift one membership. That's so cool. I didn't even know it was an option. But
You can
all right,
do it for
guys.
like 50.
Crazy.
All right.
All right. Love
We'll
you
stream
all.
on
Let's
Twitch.
get out of here. Have a good night. We'll see you guys later. Peace out.
Peace.
If I can get out of here. Hold on. There we go. Peace.